Alright, so my phone's actually out of storage. It's been out of storage for like a day or two now because it's running at the 64 onboard limit, and I've had the iCloud fill too, so clearing it out is going to be a bit while. So she goes, well, so those are photos. Apparently, they are. I already knew that, I saw it coming, but I did. But, you know, I just, I love making variety content and niche content, whatever you call that, on the channel. Both Dr. ABC and the Mark Cashman and for the Marshall channel I've been working on recently. Maybe even no tech point, maybe not. But yeah, anyways, this is going to be an improv spontaneous video for whatever channel I put it on. But most likely going to be Marshmallow because I know that the vlog's going to take a while for Dr. ABC. There's going to be a polishing video, Clay Pops video for that animation. But for Dr. ABC, but you know, that might be coming either this week or next week, so who knows. But I can talk a little bit about No Found Stream Retention. I am currently about to reach day 1 again. We are about a few hours away from that because I actually relapsed the other day, and I was like, okay, how do I feel amazing after a few hours of relapsing, especially the half day and later afterwards of relapsing? And that's because I think I was still proud of what I was doing in the meantime and proud of what I had, and very grateful for that. Been practicing gratitude and positivity for not a long time, but like months and years and weeks and days, and so that might be a long time for some people, but you know, with No Fap and Zero Intention, I think I was going to do cold turkey once more instead of tapering down, because tapering away the addiction habits may work for some people. Sometimes it did work for me because tapering off did work for a while. And even when although masturbation fapping did have a bridge back into orgasm and sex, not even for me, but like, and then pornography and other material related. So I don't know, but you know, I just by the way, I know the audio on this camera isn't the best, but I just I work with it anyways. I'm pretty sure I can hear myself if you guys can't while you record this video. So on the camera, this is a DSLR Samsung. My phone again is charging. It's also storage, so you know. And this is my headset. Can I use that? But not for the DSLR though. No Fap Zero Intention. I think I want to really do reach 90 days before the end of the year. Maybe even before my birthday. That's the other idea. Was to reach a traditional full reboot before my birthday, which it would be very much possible to get 180 days before my birthday, but that's the idea. This is a half year before my birthday, so, and yeah, it's a half year before my birthday. Yes, it is. The fall before my birthday, in the spring. Yeah, but thing is you know, I just it only goes for 20 minutes for recording. Okay, well, it was a 3 minute mark. 3 minute limit mark. I'm being natural as possible. I swear to God, this is how I actually am. Like, this is not some scheme where I act cool in front of the camera for years on end. No, not even that was the case scenario. I do act like this all the time, and it may be normal for some people, but for you guys, it's like, oh my gosh, this guy's a faker. I'm not faking. If I wanted to fake, I would do the traditional personality cues I want to do all the time. But that's another story, another video maybe not this video yet, but yeah, I just I'm gonna drink a little bit of water real quick. Not gonna edit this, by the way. Yikes. I just I don't fake myself. So I look like I'm faking, but I'm not. I fake my emotions. That's a different story in another video. Again, I fake my emotions half the time, if not most of the time. But I'm trying to get the hang of that. Not so much always faking until you make it, which is gonna be true to some extent. There can be truth behind that. But when I fake my emotions, I do it because I know I can still care, even if I don't actually know how to feel like caring. Which is a weird thing. When people feel like caring about helping others, I don't always see it that way. But you know, just go for truth. Same with my personality. I don't fake my personality. I never hide from myself. I don't hide from the world. People might think I do that. People might think I'm an escapist or having shame. I said this on the videos before on Dr. ABC, but you know, or Marshall for that matter. But yeah. Again, one last thing I'll say about No Fap Zero Intention. If I don't do cold turkey now, what I'll do is I'll apply some other habits I had in the meantime, like the baby steps farmer thing, or all-in hunter therein. Not faking anyways. Okay. But I will actually I don't know how I can be that much certain I'll put my foot on the ground and do this stuff, like something at once, whatever you call that. I will try to do some things differently with my current streak or lifestyle, whatever. I'm pretty sure that this would be the cold turkey one if I even determined for that, but even if it isn't, I won't hit myself. I've always, by default and by intention, forgiven myself for relapses on EPML, so for what that's worth. If I had to say anything else in this video beyond if I can see your intention, I would just say that I've been doing pretty good. If this is a vlog video, at least maybe I've been doing pretty good with things. I don't have any specific though. I'm been proud of things. I didn't have to go walking outside as much anymore, even though I already enjoyed that, even when I was lost. Not sure about that. But I just yeah, I love things. I mean, I hope I love my life, but I sincerely hope I do. But I just, you know, looking around my camera view while I'm talking about these important things and not important things. But everything in my life seems to be important. Everything does. I just I don't I never digress. By the way, I never digress from those things. But my life has been fantastic, and not in the best possible. There's a lot of misunderstanding, confusion that comes with that. Why I'm calling depression tragedy, discuss philosophies. It's a long fucking story. It's just a lot of what gets me neurotic and envious and bitter and resentful. Not so much even bitter and resentful, but envious and neurotic is a lot of what comes with me. This year and these past few months especially, August and September have already been really fantastic for me, but that's still misunderstood. It's a long story for that. I don't need to say that to buffer myself or be humble bragging. It's not even to bluff anything else. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. I know why I know. And I don't. It's not that I don't know anything. It's not that I know everything. But I have a sustainable wisdom. I have a way to not be judgmental. I have a way, so non-judgmental therein. And I know why. I'm pretty sure that even if I don't know what's going on around me, that I know I do everything for a reason. I do everything for a reason. I don't have regrets. So as far as that goes. But yeah. And if I really wanted to end off this video for one more thing, I would just say I will try All-In Hunter at some point in the future. Not right now because I'm already too adjusted to the base of farmer progressive, whatever Andrew calls that, or what he was called before, which was I forget what I almost forgot his last username. He's another content creator in spirituality and social improvement. He looks a lot like Hamza Boy anyway, but he's a fantastic guy. He mentions Angel. I can link Incarnate in the second building. Or Midcard. He introduced the idea behind an All-In Hunter and a Baby Steps Farmer. And these two people are not, these two types of personality strategies, they're not so much polar extremes of each other or polar opposites. They're more like different ways of pushing the same problems or different problems. Because if you take too many breaks, you can go for All-In Hunter. If you're too much brutality being imposed on your health, you could try Baby Steps Farmer. And vice versa, I'll so on forth. But yeah, I was already just a Baby Steps Farmer, so I went with an accent. I was trying to do All-In Hunter right away, but I couldn't. I knew it would take a while to get to that point, and I would have to be careful even then. But Baby Steps Farmer was too adjusted, and I went even further than I've already been with Baby Steps Farmer, just to make sure. And there were things I prepared for ahead of time, even with that made all the difference even then. That can also be insightful too sometimes, but like those kinds of measures. Well, how brilliant I am as a person. But I can end this off in 10 minutes. The clips on this DSLR are in the 20 minutes, so per recording, not the whole usage. It's just I have to end it off everywhere. If you don't, by that. But I'll do Baby Steps Farmer for now. And I'm not being specific. I'm sorry. I'm not hiding anything. I'm just very bad examples. I'm not saying that be negative or pessimistic. That's just how I am. I can work on those, particularly with my communication skills if I needed to, but even for those of you who understand what I'm saying completely, and for those of you who don't know what I'm saying at all, that's the case scenario. It's 50-50. It's literally like 50% insightful, 50% deliberative. It's a very weird exchange, but I don't have to work on my shadow work that much sooner. I can still have fun. That's the weirdest collaboration of analogies and strangely relevant, all the specific things I can say at the last second. As fascinating as a person I can be. But again, with All-In Hunter, I'm going to try to approach it by making sure, if I can't be specific now, I'll try to approach it by making sure that, if by example, I will go through power apps with my Baby Steps Farmer, my Microsoft stuff. I'll do more power apps, I'll do more vlogging. Claymation might be somewhere in between those two things, strategies. So, as I get closer to All-In Hunter, if I can try to do more claymation and more vlogging. If I actually wanted to do those things, or even vlogging on mine. Sometimes what I'm saying doing in a single day would just be to fucking take a shower and do a vlog video or whatever, or even just meditate. Even meditation doesn't come as easy anyways. But you know, I just oh, we're at 10 minutes. Okay, well we'll go for 11 or 13. So, you know, All In Hunter, I'll get through it eventually. I won't burn myself out with All In Hunter. I won't be too lazy with Blaze Farmer. That's the thing with that. This should be a Marsh graph, but if it's not, I'll just say it's just in case. You know, it won't be weird if it's on there even then. But I'll say it's for Marsh graph or WWC. I accept you, Tony. Remember that there is nothing more beautiful than desperation, and there is nothing more devastating than pretending not to care. Stay safe in the pandemic, everyone, and I hope you have a very elegant day. Also, Mark, if this is on Marshgarth or both channels, I will say that you guys will see more shorts, videos, and streams. The streams are lacking very severely. They're just cutting off on accident. They've been doing it on DocABC too, but like the streams cut off pretty occasionally. They'll show like a fraction of what the actual stream was doing, and sometimes our streams will be short even then. So like the actual stream length. But yeah, I don't care. I'll continue on NoFap and Steam Retention if I can. The goal for Steam Retention is 270 days or more on retention, and then NoFap for as long as I possibly can go. NoFap for life basically, but Steam Retention for 270 days or more, or even more than a year, or even as long as possible until marriage. Like Subway until marriage is what they call it, but you know. And then yeah, I'll go for 15 minutes. Okay. Because we don't have to be that the whole extreme from now. The validity of how long you're going to say between saying things like, oh, everyone has a busy life, so they can save their time, versus, oh, we have time for anything. The world always waits for you. Which is usually where I am, but the things, but even that could be a little shallow, not prejudiced, not so much prejudiced or insightful. Those are different things for me, in my opinion. But, you know, those things. But, yeah. If this field, by the way, this field of view doesn't fit my whole body, or even my attention span, but, you know, if it doesn't, I'm sorry, but yes, yeah. This might actually be a longer video than I keep saying it wouldn't be. But, you know, I can go up to 20 minutes and then stop the video if I want to, but, you know. Improv for day one, NoFap, almost nearly. Sorry, knocked the trap off. What's anything else I would add for the last 7 minutes, if we're less? Let me think. Let me meditate with you, actually. I'll meditate on this. Get the view. Don't make me look strange after I end the video and talk to myself anyways afterwards. Which I'll do anyways. I'll talk to myself after I turn on the camera. And be like, what? But you're not recording anymore. So, after all this goes. How about you follow me this time? Follow me this time. This will be weird. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, you can take out the charger and still have the camera running. Okay, so I can't turn this to the right because the left because it's gonna show my address. Yikes! Follow me out. Follow me. Okay. Okay. New scenery. Acting like it's a standalone video. Anyways, here we are in the corner. Yeah, that's good. Here. And then what do I do now? Because I got 6 minutes to spare. 5, almost. Well. There's another few things that caught in my head all of a sudden. It was obviously the claymation stuff thing that was pencil I had in the meantime. If this is on DocABC, then yeah, I can tell you about this, but like, first of all, there were a few. I'm gonna get to the romance stuff in a second, but the claymations, it was like there's the idea. Oh, I can't pause this. I'm sorry. Hold on. Squeak. Okay. Speak no evil. Okay, but there was a Owl House claymation I was planning for DocABC, a collab at the point of collaboration, so like that. There was a what else? There were a few claymation ideas I had. Obviously, Project Heather, and then I can leave that out. That'd be open-ended, but with romance prospects, I think. Oh my god, the battery's running low. Okay, with romance prospects, I think I was going to make sure I could get around to talking to more women lately. I could just try to make sure I was I'm gonna just talk behind the camera until I know this is not power. Okay, so I was gonna talk to more women if I could, more men as well. But you know, making sure that I didn't pull bluffs on the idea of woman attraction with no female attraction. I wouldn't have to do that all the time, even though I argue for things like women's purpose, all that stuff. But not even that with every information being arguments in communication, which I think make a controversial debunking or philosophy as well. But even philosophy, I can lose confidence in. By the way, when I lose confidence in philosophy, it's not so much of people talking about philosophy and be like, oh yeah, that's very covered. It doesn't have to be my uniqueness and insight, whatever. People know you have to overcome my inside philosophy to be like, oh, that doesn't mean I'd be a friend. I can still be anyone's friend even if I know I'm important to them. Or if I was so important, I'd have to be their friend. Or enemy likewise. But, I'm behind the camera, still here. But, I'm behind the camera, just trying to talk while the battery's running low. And I thought I had it charging the whole time since I recorded the first 10 minutes, but okay. But, it was just playing the battery. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking until this runs out of power, until I run out of time. But, I don't know. I just 4 more minutes, man. What do I do with this time? Do I have to give you guys any advice? Because I have a weird adjustment with how the advice and listening works. There's one controversial thing I want to say about how you have to mention certain things at a certain time. Now, I don't believe in time and place, but even then, there's a thing with what I mentioned advice and the awkward timing, and that's because I can't always mention it in certain ways, anyways. The video about that can be more specific, I guess. But he'll beep when that tells me. Okay, whatever. Yeah, my 25th year, and I talked about this on Dr. DMC already, but I can mention this again, I'm not sure if even then, for people who haven't noticed. My 25th anniversary, 25th birthday varying is on the March 4th of 2022. It is when I turn 25, and that's when I also, not 97, whatever people talk about. But I plan to make an autobiography before, during, after that time, and even a claymation based on it. So maybe Project Tether or something about my life story, or whatever. But if I don't do any of that, it's okay, but that's just an idea. So, if I was going to carry through with it though, what you guys would expect is basically some kind of a rewriting about my life. Not so much an accurate telling of it, but a rewriting about what I think it could be. I don't always believe in the make it like what you could be, make it. That's because people don't want to look back, and I have a completely controversial way of seeing that. I believe in looking back, and I am looking for going forward at the same time. Living in the moment while looking towards the future and looking back at the same time. I heard from other people the same thing before too. Looking back is to be a wise thing, and that you don't have to have regrets, but you can still look back anyways. Inspire that at the same time. Those type of things, and also making sure that you know that even if you were becoming a bad person, because it's not because you were a bad person, because you were not a good person. I know the person I am right now, in spite of my dressing tragedy, but it's a weird debacle of that. But we still have 2 minutes to spare and low battery. Yikes. Okay, so I'm not nervous. I'm just letting everyone know almost. But for these last 20 minutes, did you guys notice any difference in my psyche? Not just because I know if I'm serious attention, but because I actually have been more positive people lately. Have you guys noticed that I have different way of carrying myself? The confidence I have or don't have, or some combination of those things, I would believe to be capable. Those things happening. Likewise, whatever. My communication skills could be better. I don't have to worry about that too much right now because I'm not trying to push out too much. My experimentation status of things has maybe already ended by now. I don't experiment as much anymore, even though I still technically do that. My domination era may have already ended, even if I'm still trying to be more my masculine frame. Masculine frame, that's the thing with that. It's the feminine side. But well. Okay. Thank God I have the camera aiming that way. Nice girl right there, by the way. Oh, but no, field view. But what I'm looking at, not what I see from the field of my camera. But 45 seconds in, I'll say this once more. I accept you, Tony. Remember that there's nothing more beautiful than desperation. Remember that there's nothing more devastating than pretending not to care. Stay safe and protect everyone. Hope you have a good day, or a good night, and a good life. I also want you guys to know that I'll do a vlog number 3 soon enough on the Dr. ABC channel, and then I'll do more live streams on March Scarf. Beyond that point, see you guys later. Have a good time. I'm playing time for 20 minutes. I'm sorry, but yeah, I love you guys very much. I am very proud of where I am right now, even though I still have a tragedy I'm trying to work on, and there are things I can explain in the future. That is all, guys. Bye.